Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Thursday, January 15th, 2025. I do believe today is Dr. Martin Luther King's original, or not original, but it is his birthday. Although we celebrate celebrated on January 20th, which I ain't happy about us celebrating it this coming Monday, January 20th, because it is the same day as the inauguration of the devil. Yeah, I said what I said. Now, I know some of y'all on here, y'all like Trump, whatever. But I don't understand why we have to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, or all the good work that Martin Luther King did, on the same day as the devil. One man's fought for civil rights. One man is a racist. And his inauguration got to be on Dr. King Day. Why? He could have been inaugurated in June or July when it was hot, because as June and July hot like the devil. I'm just saying. Anywho, I ain't going to talk about him. I ain't going to stick on him, because we'll be here all day, and we ain't got all day. I did not see you guys yesterday, Wednesday, because I stayed home. I was sick. I do believe that I can no longer, let me blow this horn before I come up out this garage into this alley. Come on, close. I do believe that I am not allergic, but I do believe that I can no longer eat mayonnaise. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I was messed up yesterday. My stomach hurt all night long, all day yesterday. I ate very little. I was nauseous. I never threw up, but I felt like I was close several times. So the day before, I ate a foot-long Subway sandwich with mayonnaise. And I should have just got mustard on the sandwich and not mayonnaise. And I told her just a little bit of mayonnaise. But that little bit made me sick. Then my knee, you all have heard me talk about how I fell when I was a sanitation laborer. When I used to walk these alleys and dump garbage. Yes, for those of you all that are here for the very first time, my name is Cece, and I used to be a garbage sanitation laborer. I know it's probably hard for you to believe, because it was hard for me to believe. But I did that job for 10 years. I walked behind a garbage truck and I dumped nasty, filthy garbage. Bed bug mattresses, human feces, dog feces, human vomit, whatever. Mattresses where somebody had been murdered. Oh, sister girl, rats. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Rats! Big rats. I had so many rats jump on me, I cannot count. So that's why when I'm get on here telling me what I should and should not say to my kid, woo, bitch, if you don't take several seats, you better. I said what I said. Because, honey, come next week, January 21st, I will have worked here with the city of Chicago for 12 years. I've been with this company 12 years. I came from an office job where I looked pretty every day, where I wore heels and dresses and skirts, and I I got laid off in 2011. I lost my job in 2011. You might as well say they fired me, even though they said they didn't fire me. They said that they was phasing out my position. Whatever way you want to call it, I was let go. And I had a 3-year-old. And I had a car note, I had rent, I had bills, and I was let go. And had I stayed, my sister just made 29 years because we worked at the University of Chicago, the hospital. Well, I worked for the college, she worked for the hospital. But my sister and I both started out as temps. And they had offered me the temp position, and I asked them could my sister take it because something was going on with me. I don't remember. And my sister has been with the university for 29 years. Had I stayed, I would be right behind her, probably with 26, 27 years. Now, I would not have made the money that I'm making because my sister don't make what I make. But you know, she manages. She does all. She all right. But you know, I always say things are done for a reason. And I always say this, that you know, I'm not a labor type of a person, right? That's not my thing. I'm not one of these people. I've never been a person who wanted to do construction. I never wanted to be a person who wanted to. I am a girly girl. But even in me being a girly girl, I went out there and I dumped garbage. And I did it. Sometimes I was a one man mean when you on behind the garbage truck by yourself. I've done that. I have went through hell and back working here, dealing with men who did not like me, men who wanted to me, and because I didn't want to, they gave me pure effing hell. So that's why I say, and I'm passionate about this. I know the sacrifices I have made as a mother and as a woman, and I have been a single mother since the time I got pregnant. Ghost in the car. I've been a single mother since I got pregnant. And I always tell people, he didn't leave me. I put his ass out. You got to fucking go. I wasn't gonna do 9 months with abuse. I'm gonna do 9 months of hell. I'm gonna do it. I'll swing back to that conversation in a minute, but I do want to welcome a new subscriber who I was at home yesterday in the bed. She came on live. I have been subscribed to her, and I subscribed to her specifically. I didn't even know what her content was about, but I subscribed to her specifically because her name is Cece, like me. And her channel is called It's Miss MSCECE, spelled just like mine. So go over and support her channel. She does fashion. She's got about 1,800 subscribers. But she's a very nice, sweet young lady. I call her a young lady because I know she's not as old as me. She's probably in her 30s, mid-30s or so, I don't know. But I was watching her on live yesterday, and we were talking, and I told her that my name was Cece. And I've watched her channel before. And we started talking on the live, like I said, and she came over and subscribed to me. And she made a comment or two on my video. And so I just want you all, for those of you all that like fashion, vlogs, all that type of stuff, same stuff you like over here is what you'll find over there. I don't know if she's plus size. I'm not sure, because I know there are a lot of men that watch me that y'all like big women. So I don't know, but she is married, so be respectful gentlemen, be respectful. And please, if you go over and subscribe to her, for those of you that watch me, that support me, I know you won't go over there with no BS and anything like that. For those of you all that do watch me, that's kind of don't go over there and subscribe to her, because she had a whole bunch of trolls on her live yesterday that her moderator had to get rid of. So with that being said, she don't do BS either, so don't do it. But if you like vlogs, the same kind of content that I give, she gives as well, go over and hit that subscribe button. Let's get her to 2,000 subscribers this year, preferably more. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button here if you're here for the very first time and you just happen to stumble across my YouTube channel. I'm the real deal, girl. I just am who I am. Shoot, doggy, I hate when the light turn like that. You can't stop because it's a little slippery out here. But I'm just who I am. I'm doing a Shein, a plus size pajama / lingerie Valentine's Day Shein haul this coming Sunday. It's gonna be good, and I can't wait to show you all the items that I bought. You all know the story behind Shein. Shein dropped me, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I told you all what I think it was, because they said that, for those of you all that don't know the story, that they said that I didn't add the links in that's what the representative said. But that was not true. That was a lie, and I told her. That's probably why they ain't picked me up, because I told her off. I did. But y'all, that's me. I'm gonna tell you, because see, don't piss in my face, because I've had too many people buy things from Shein, a whole bunch of things using my code. And I know that. And how I know that, because they kept coming back to me, sending me stuff. So nevertheless, I've emailed Shein support. I've emailed, sent emails after emails. I haven't really did that. I really haven't did that because of the holidays, and I said I would do it again this year. But I got other important things I need to handle and take care of. One being that, I don't know if I told you all this, that I had a mammogram done last year, and they said that I need to come back because they saw a little small mass in my breast. Now they've said this to me before, so I don't want you all to get alarmed or upset, because I'm not. It's concerning, but I'm not upset. So I'm planning to make that appointment while I'm on vacation. I'm not going to do it on my birthday. My birthday is the 11th of February. I'm having my 55th / Super Bowl party on Sunday, February 9th. And I'm not going to do it the next day. So I'll probably do it towards the end of the week. And I'll go and I'll get this ultrasound did. Now, when I got pregnant with Christopher, I breastfed for a little while. It didn't work, but I tried to breastfeed him. And I just wasn't producing enough milk. He wasn't latching on. I had had a C-section, is what I talked about the other day with you all, that my stomach was cut open, and you all know what a C-section is, so I don't have to give you the rundown. But I had when they took the staples out, for some reason, I don't know why, my skin didn't melt back together, because it's something that they put on there. And I had an open wound that was hideous. Okay? And I honestly could have died, because I don't know what kind of infection I had, but when I went back to the ER, they rushed me to the ER because I was bleeding and I had to be re-stapled again in the ER. There was a needle. I can't show y'all because my hands is on the wheel. But there, I'm going to show you all how long this needle was. My niece and my sister took me to the ER. Called the ambulance. But my sister and my niece got there after they got me transported me to the hospital because I was at my mom's house. They took a needle to deaden the area that had opened back up. I don't even believe they put nothing there to deaden my area. It hurt so bad. I was holding my sister saying, I was calling her name. I was crying. It was horrible. I don't know why they restapled me, but they did. And me not knowing, I don't know, right? And whatever kind of staples they put in my stomach to close me back up, I got an infection. So when I went back to see my doctor for her to take him out, I knew that I had an infection because it stunk. I was wiping down there and it was disgusting. Anyway, she was like, and so when she took the first staples out, she accidentally left one in. And that's where the infection came from. I do believe. Anyway, she sent me to a wound specialist for 6 weeks. And they would have to clean that wound out. And when I tell you all, I lost so much blood. So much blood. It stunk, and my mother, they gave me gauze and stuff like that, but we would use these big maxi pads. Yeah, you need to get over. And that's how she would lay them on my stomach. And I mean, it was just, my mother had a bucket in her bathroom. It was just buckets of blood. So, that's why I don't listen to nobody tell me a goddamn thing about Christopher. No teacher, no sperm donor, nobody. And I mean that. So anyway, I went to see a wound specialist for 6 to 8 weeks. And I was supposed to return back to work. But I had this mishap that happened with having him. And I remember asking the 2 wound specialist nurses, could I see the wound? Because they had a camera, they would take pictures of it every week. I had to go every Thursday, Wednesday, something like that. They would send products to the house. There was a certain cream that I was supposed to put on it. My mother would do that. It was the most horrible thing that I ever experienced in my life. And I had the nerve, the sperm donor had the nerve to threaten to kill me after I had the baby. Don't tell my mama, I'm trying to be cool. But when I tell y'all, I have had some of the most horrible men. And so when people ask me, when people ask me about relationship, but anyway, I had asked them, could I see it? And they told me no. They said, we'll show it to you after, we don't want to show you what it looked like because we don't think you would, we don't want to traumatize you. We want it to, we want you to be able to heal, So I said, look at this fool right here. So I said, okay. So they said, we don't want you to see it. So they wouldn't let me see it, but they would take a picture. So I would have to lay on the table, and they would deaden it and they would clean it out. I could still feel it. I would be sore afterwards. And then one day, my mom was getting ready to take me to the appointment. We had Christopher in the back seat, in the car seat. I'm sitting back there. We're driving along. So I had Christopher in March. So it was like April or something like that. And it had to be in April. Like the end of March. Let's see, I had Christopher March 8th. So it had to be the end of March. Well, you know, sometime in Chicago, we get snow in March and in April, right? So we driving along. And this chick, there's a bus sitting there, and she can't see traffic coming this way. So instead of her waiting for that bus to move, she comes out, and my mother hits her. Now I'm already messed up, right? You know, going to see this wound specialist. So first thing I did was grab my baby. I grabbed the car seat. I grabbed this, clutched it so tight. My mother's bumper was hanging off, and she was hurt. The girl was hurt. My mama hit her on the driver's side. She was coming this way, and we were going this way. I had to call the ambulance. So they wanted to take me by ambulance because my mother was told the police when the police got there where she was taking me. Then I tells my mother, and I should have told my mother before this, but I was more concerned about my baby. I told my mother, I said, I think I'm bleeding. Because the car accident, I was sitting in the back seat, but with the baby, but because the car jerked like it did, it opened up my incision where they would, you know, how they would tape it up. I get to the hospital, the clinic, and now I'm really bleeding again. So that delayed my process even more of getting healed and getting back to work. I've had to come through some hard things by myself. Although my mother and my father and my sister and my niece and nephew, they were a great support. So that delayed me getting back to work. Because I had been in a car accident. The other thing was they wanted me to, my mother sued, and my mother did get a settlement. I didn't get anything, which I didn't understand that because I was really the one that was injured. But they wanted me to go for the therapy, to do the therapy. You know how you do this, you had to do so much therapy when you suing somebody because you had to show this person went for therapy. Well, where they sent us for therapy, you had to walk up these flights of steps. Now I was staying with my parents after I had Christopher. So I wasn't even in my apartment. My father had to go every day feed my cats. That time I had 4 cats. My father and my nephew would go feed the cats, look after the cats, clean the cats' litter boxes, right? And so I have 4 cats. Yes. That's another story, how I got these 4 cats. But, you know, they wanted me to walk. I was like, I can't even walk up the steps of my apartment because I was on the 3rd floor. I said, I can't even walk up the 3 flights of steps with my baby, with my, you know, with this, you know, my having a baby. How am I going to walk up? I had been with my mother and father for 4 months. So I hadn't seen my cats. I hadn't seen my apartment. None of that. So they wanted me to walk up these steps for the therapy. And I was like, So that's why I didn't get nothing out of the settlement. But to me, I felt like the lawyer that my mother had, I felt like, I felt like he wasn't that good to me. Because they should have made provisions. But they didn't. But anyway, my mama, she gave me some money off of her settlement. So it was cool. But the fact that we had a newborn baby that wasn't even a month old, and this girl, but we had to go and we had to testify and we had to do all that. So anyway, being in that car accident delayed my process even more of me getting back to work. But because I had the type of job where I had so much sick time, and so much vacation time, I really didn't, I was straight, I was cool, Oh, I see they moved that. I knew they was going to move that. I was hoping that they work. A lot empty again today. So, anywho, my car it's hideous. All this salt and stuff. I gotta go get a car wash. I got to get this stuff off my car. I got to. So that delayed me going back to work because I had that happen. Oh shoot, I'm not doing this. It won't work. What I meant to do. So, I went through hell. For real. And I just went through hell. I warmed this coffee up in the microwave before I left because I wanted it to be hot. It is a little hotter. But anywho, I have never ever been the type of girl or woman that I wanted to work a hard ass job. You know what I'm saying? That ain't been me. And that just ain't my testimony. That ain't my, how some women be like, they get out here, they work these hard jobs. No. So coming from, I said all it was telling you all that story to say that coming from a job where I could look pretty every day and could look cute every day to coming to be a sanitation and construction labor has been a real kind of thorn in my side, so to speak. I just, he is really cute. I just hate his hair. Ain't that terrible? That is terrible of me. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. Help me, Jesus. I need help. I need help. It's just certain things that turn me off. And I look at everything in regards to a man. You know, I look at how you wear your hair. You know, if you get your nails clipped and done. Do you keep your feet together? You know. And he is really cute. He really, really is. But I can't stand his hair. I just don't like his hair. He's a nice guy. He got a good job. I know he got a good job because he work where I work. Probably make more than I do. I think he got a trade. I just can't get with the hair. Christopher this. Yeah, this is his. I just can't get with the hair. I'm like, just cut it off. You know what I'm saying? He got it like, you know, like he can hear me. He can't hear me. He got it like, it's like this part up here is shaved, right? And then all of this, and he got all this other hair sticking out. He always speaks to me. He real nice. And I found out that he don't live too far from my mom too, because I saw him in Harold's Chicken about a month or so ago. I said, you live over here? I can't say his name because I don't know who will be watching this video. He was like, yeah. I said, nice guy, but it's the hair. It's the hair. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I can't find my lipstick. And I know I shouldn't judge nobody by their hair. So cute. Just some additional concealer because my eyes be, ooh. I just can't. I would date him if his hair didn't look like that. Well, no, I wouldn't because he work here. No, let me retract that. Nope, wouldn't do it. I said in that last video that I don't know. I said in that last video, I don't know how many of y'all watched it. Don't eat where you shit or don't shit where you eat. Oh, excuse me. Been there, done that. We'll never do that again. We'll never date nobody where I work. So, retract that. Retract. But he is cute, though. He got a pretty smile. Have y'all seen this line dance? I've watched it so much now that I've watched it so much that I cannot get the song out of my head. It's the song where they got the fan and they was saying, he be saying, where my fans at? Where them fans at? And then he go, it's called Boots on the Ground. Go look on YouTube. Just type in Boots on the Ground. Boots on the Ground. And you'll see them do a line dance. And baby, they be getting it. I said, I got to learn that. I got to learn that dance. And they be doing their dance. And they take the fan. And they shake the fan like that. And you know I'm always hot with this menopause. So, that's right up my alley. He said, where them fans at? And he said, I got my boots on the ground. I told my sister, I got to send it to my sister. We got to learn that. We got to learn that. Where them things at? Where them things at? If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Y'all know, if you all watch TikTok, y'all ain't seen it. Because it's all over TikTok. But baby, they be getting that. They be getting it. But I said all of this to say, I was telling y'all about me, my knee, right? I don't know how I got all the way off another subject, but I fell in the alley and I tore my meniscus in my knee. Y'all want to know what I just put on my face? This is a liquid blush from Juvia's Place. You don't need very much. You don't need very much at all. It's very, very pigmented, as you can see. But anyway, my knee hurt me so bad yesterday too. And I not only, y'all know, if y'all watch me from 2 years ago or so, you all know that a nail went through my foot in the alley, right? A nail, a bolt. And because the bolt was so big, it didn't penetrate all the way into my foot, but it pierced my foot, which sent me into complete plantar fasciitis and me having issues with my foot. So I got that going on too. So I also have a heel spur, plantar fasciitis, a pinched nerve in my foot, a pinched nerve in my neck, a torn rotator cuff, and a torn meniscus in my knee. From working here. Working right here. So, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to put these up here so I will not lose my sunglasses. Ooh, and they dirty too. But I'm going to need them when I go out. But if I don't put them up there, I'll leave them in here. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this to y'all as nicely as I can say it. When it comes to Christopher, no sacrifices I've made for him. This is a job that his fat, lazy fuck of a sperm donor should have been doing, not a woman. I don't think there's much in here. This ain't the one. I can't find the one. I had it the other day. What I did with it is a mystery. But I had it the other day in here. And now I can't find it. Probably have to use my other lipstick. But I hate losing stuff. it. I just don't know. Is it? No, let me. So, you know, when it comes to the things that I've done and the sacrifice that I've had to make being a single mother, you know, I'm just being honest with you all. I get very offended when people try to come for me in regards to Christopher, because I know what I've done and I know what I've had to endure to make a living to take care of him. And I took this job because before I took this job, I had to go get on public aid because my unemployment ran out. That was devastating, because you can't stay on you can only stay on unemployment for like a year, I think, or 2 years. You know, it used to be a time you could stay on unemployment for a long time. It's not like that anymore. So I was looking for a job. I couldn't find a job. I don't have a college degree. And all I had was my skills, right? That's all I had was my skills. So, you know, it was rough. And I took this job because it paid well at the time. It pays well now. But it was not ever something that I wanted to do. Not ever. Getting a pencil. I still get breakouts. What breakout? It's crazy. I know it. I know where it came from. I had some great pop. I cannot drink grape pop. Grape pop breaks me out. I know where it came from. It was good though, but I can't drink it because it breaks me out. But anyway, you know, there's a lot of people on TikTok right now that are running a little scared because, let me go do this. I just want to tell you all about that. Hold on. Let me go punch in. It felt like a heat wave. I did not put no snowsuit on, and I got on this smaller coat because it's above freezing today. It's 38 degrees. It felt like a heat wave out here compared to what we've had and compared to what is to come. Anywho, so, you know, there's a lot of people on TikTok right now that are nervous because, you know, TikTok is supposed to go away in a couple of days. Did you all know that? You should know that, unless you've been living under a rock or you don't watch the news. Let me move back. But TikTok is going away. So you didn't know, there will no longer be a TikTok. They're talking about banning it, right? So a lot of people make a living off of TikTok, like YouTube, okay? And this is all they have. And a lot of people, when they got laid off from their jobs during the pandemic, they didn't go back. They didn't go back to their jobs. Because a lot of people was like, I'm not going back. I hated my job anyway. You know, I'm going to get this unemployment. I'm going to get this PPP loans. I'm going to get that. You know, I'm gonna be on social media, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, whatever. TikTok, from what I understand, pays very well, better than any platform. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok is where it is. If you are a TikTok creator, you remember when TikTok first came out. I remember Christopher wanted to get on TikTok. I didn't even know what TikTok was. And he was on TikTok. He used to get on there and dance and do videos. It was kind of like for young people. Like something in my eye. Like Snapchat. But then it just really took off, and you had, just that quick, I got something in my eye. I can feel it. Then you had us grown people. When you had us grown people who got on TikTok and became TikTok creators, okay? YouTube sucks ass as far as paying you, as far as you getting your views. It's you got to have 4,000 watch time hours just to be monetized. You know how many people are on YouTube and have been on YouTube for years and still they are not monetized? This shit over here is hard. YouTube is harder than any other platform. You can get on Facebook and make money faster than you can over here. YouTube sucks. And they got too many goddamn rules about what you can and cannot do over here. Especially if you a plus size woman. Especially if you're black. It's very racist over here. And you can say whatever you want to say, but I know that to be true. So a lot of people are now very upset because TikTok may go away, which I think is so unfair, because this is how people make their living, off of TikTok. So if it does go away, that means that they're not gonna be able to make a living the way in which they were. A lot of people, like I said, quit their jobs because they're content creators over here, you know, and they doing well. But I've always said this, and I'll keep saying it. Social media is what it is. Tomorrow, YouTube could go away. They could say, ain't gonna be no more YouTube. You know, ain't gonna be no more YouTube. You're not gonna be able to make no money off of YouTube no more. It's going away. Right? And if they did that, people that are just on YouTube, why you put this all the way up here? People that's on YouTube, look at this no more. Hold on, yeah. Come on. Ooh. Something sticky on my comp, right down in here. What I'm saying is, people that are on YouTube and this is their only means of making a living, is off of YouTube, you're gonna be messed up. You're gonna be messed up. And that's why you cannot rely on these social media platforms to make a living. You just cannot. Cannot. Where's this piece of paper at? I'm trying to pick up a piece of paper. So I feel bad for the people that have relied on TikTok as their means of living and making a living. I feel bad for them. I really do. But I'm also going to say this. You got to have something else other than this. And that's why I bring my fat ass here. Not because I want to. Not because I'm so in love with working here. Because Lord knows I am not. Now, I don't know why I put this on, this Vaseline on, because I was finna go in the building and wash my hands. But I get up and I come here because YouTube don't give you health benefits. YouTube ain't gonna give me my pension. YouTube don't give me deferred comp. It just don't. You have to be damn near a millionaire in order to make it in these YouTube streets. The money that I make off of YouTube, it would not pay my mortgage, because you get paid once a month, right? You get paid once a month. And from the views and the ads, from you all watching and the ads that are on my videos, I get paid, we get paid the 21st of the month. They directly, it's called Google Pay, Google AdSense. And we get paid through them. And it's really from the ads. That's why you can't do certain things on here, because they won't put no ads. It'll say limited ads, or you can't get no ads availability on your video because of the kind of content you have. And I want my money. I want my coins. And you have to make $100 threshold by the end of the month, or you won't get paid. And you make $5, $6, or $7 off of one video. Off of one video. So right now, for the month of January, I've only made $62. I got to get to $100 just to get paid out by January 31st, so that I can get that money February 21st. So this January 21st, for the month of December, I made $251. I've been on here for 3 years, 4 years, and I have never got a payout for $500, $600, $700, even $1,000. All the videos that I have on this channel. And so what has happened is that one video that I had on here that almost went viral, well, they said you can't get no ads, you can't make no more money off this video because you had on a thong under your lingerie. That video, if that video was able to get ads, do you know how much money I would be making? But that's how YouTube do you. So the money that I make off of YouTube at the end of the month, I make $200 off at the end of the month. That's all I make. My mortgage is $2,100. $2,110.97 to be exact. And I know that because I pay it faithfully. That $200 that I make off of YouTube, and to pay a light bill, pay cable, that ain't feeding me or Chris. You know what I'm saying? Then I have OnlyFans. Well, my OnlyFans has really, really dropped. And that's where the money is. Now on OnlyFans, you could really make money. I don't do OnlyFans like I used to when I first got on here. That's where you can make the money. But even with them, OnlyFans is a trip too, because they, like, I have guys over there when I wear the sexy lingerie. I have guys over there, they'll tip me $10, $20. Guess what? OnlyFans takes 20% of your earnings. So if I charge $12 a month for the men to come over there to my OnlyFans platform, well, I don't get that whole $12. I get $9. So you can take that money whenever you want. You can go in there. It's like a bank. You can go in there and withdraw it. You can let it build up. I think the most I one time withdrew was $2,000. And I was able to get my car fixed and I bought something else. So a lot of times I just leave money over there. So I have not been as active on OnlyFans as I used to be. So a lot of men have left. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm glad a lot of them have. I'm going to try and get some new men over there, but a lot of them left. A lot of them that did leave, I'm glad they did. They were too demanding. They were too nasty. They were too freaky. And I got tired of fighting with them in regards to sending me dick pics, videos of them masturbating. I had a guy from prison that was sending me shit, you know, so So some men have stuck with me. They still there. Some men are still there. I do plan to do an OnlyFans video this weekend. But again, that's not my only source of income. You know what I'm saying? So I do that platform, you know, when I do it or whatever. So a lot of them have left. I have considered coming all the way off of OnlyFans. And I probably will. I probably will come off. But right now, I kind of need it a little bit because I am struggling financially, because I had these situations that happened. The car. I was trying to pay off, and I've still got this bill. I don't know where it is, but I think my other insurance, they picked it up. But I had a bill, a $3,000 medical bill, anesthesiology bill for Christopher when he had heart surgery, because I had a different type of insurance. I think the other insurance paid the rest of it off or whatever. But right now I got a $200 ER bill for when I had the pink eye that I got to pay. And I think they sent it to collections. I'm not sure. You know, you have to be careful when people calling you. You don't know if it's a scam or whatever. So I don't know what that's about. But I have my bed, my washer and dryer to pay off. I got to pay the rest of this bill off for this cat, my cat who died when you all know the story about that. When she got sick, I'm still paying that. So when I get through paying that off, when I get through paying the bed off, the washer and dryer off, I should be okay. Things should be better for me. Should be. I hope that I get enough money back in my income taxes that I can pay the washer and dryer off, the stackable, and I can pay my bed off. I want that over with. I want that done with. So that's what I'm hoping. And then I'm going on a cruise in October. So, but I cannot rely on social media to help me pay my bills. They don't pay. And there was a young lady I saw today on TikTok. She was talking about she might lose her home. Her car might get repossessed. And she was talking about all the things that might happen because she on TikTok and she has some kind of financial woe and something. She got 1 million followers on TikTok. But if TikTok pay how YouTube pay, she really ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? People look at how many followers you have and they think you really making a lot of money. You're not. So I said all that to say that if you are a content creator and you're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, that's another one, or all these different platforms or whatever, you know, you can do that as some extra bread, but your main bread, you need to go get you a job. And this same young lady, I've been watching her for a minute, and I'm like, okay, you was on here a couple of months ago crying, talking about that she was struggling and she didn't have any money. And I'm thinking, I'm not judging. I guess what I'm saying is, okay, we ain't had the holidays, so she's from I think she said she's from Louisiana. But I guess what I'm saying is, sometimes, this is my point of this whole video, sometimes you have to do what you have to do in order to survive. I never wanted to work behind no garbage truck with no rats jumping on me and dealing with nastiness. But I had to pay my bills. I had a kid to feed. Now, I had my mom and my daddy, but I was a grown-ass woman. You understand what I'm saying? My mother and father couldn't pay my bills. I'm grown. So I don't understand why she didn't go get a job for Christmas, like a retail job or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to work 2 and 3 jobs in order to make ends meet. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to survive. You know? And I didn't never want to be no labor. I ain't never wanted to be no labor. I ain't never wanted to do this gruddy, scummy, gritty kind of work. But I worked, and I'm going to talk more about this, but this is my testimony to anybody right now, is that I worked, like I said, I could tell you all some stories about how men treated me, okay? And what you looking at? Stand this ugly ass. And I struggled. But, and see, and that's another thing, just here in this department, you know, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, how I'm talked about here. I'm talked about real bad here. Which I don't give a F, okay? But the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes, even when we don't want to do what we have to do because we don't like it, sometimes you just got to do it. You know, you got to do it because you got to survive. You know, you got to survive. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. So, you know, I'm going to say this to everybody that's looking at this video. I feel bad for you if you're a content creator and you're a content creator and you know, and you trying to, you know, figure it out. You know, I just think it's wrong the way that they doing people that's been on TikTok. I just think it's really, really wrong. But I'm praying for everybody, and I'm praying for that young lady who I watched her video today, who, you know, she's talking about she might lose, you know, and she talking about she'll work with different brands or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she can't work. I don't know. I don't want to say, because I don't know everybody. I don't know people's circumstances of this, that, and the other. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just going to say this. You got to have something else other than just this one thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something else, because so these platforms don't pay. They don't. They do not pay. They don't pay. So you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, even though I missed yesterday, but tomorrow is Friday. But you all have a great, blessed day. And I'm getting ready to go take some Tylenol so I can go out and do what I need to do today on this job. And you all have a good day. And I love you. And thank you for watching. And thank you for supporting. Even though I don't make a whole lot of money here, I enjoy talking to you all. I enjoy showing you all different things, different products that I find. You know, these hidden gems. I just enjoy doing what I do, because I always wanted to be have my own talk show, and I feel like this is my own talk show, right? Doing this, so I do this for a hobby, but yes, it's nice to make money as well. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to the young lady. She was saying she wanted everybody to share her video. She was like, maybe some brands will pick me up, and maybe you know, I can work with some brands, and she wanted us to share her video so she could get discovered. I want to be discovered too. I really do. I want to do what I want to do. And I guess what I mean by that, this job is not my calling. This ain't my calling. But I've stayed here because it paid good money, and I needed it for me and my son. But if Tyler Perry was to discover CC or somebody else, girl, I'm on it. Do you hear me? I don't know what I had a bag. I want to look back here. I must have dropped it. But anyway, you all, I'm going to let you go. I'll see you tomorrow, Friday. What's tomorrow? Wait a minute. Monday was the 13th. Tuesday was the 14th. Wednesday was the 15th. Today is the 16th. Today is January 16th, not January 15th. So yesterday was Martin Luther King's birthday, January 15th. I know that because my dad's is the 13th. And Martin Luther King's birthday is 2 days after my dad. So today is January 16th, 2025. Right, because I wasn't on here yesterday. I didn't film yesterday. Okay. So anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Have a great, blessed day. See you real soon. Mwah. Bye.